Hello and welcome to the Midweek conversation at First Baptist Sweetwater, where we strive to be the first responders of God's love. My name's Jerry Hendricks. I'm here with my co-host, friend, I don't know what else, T. Hamilton.
Lots of stuff.
Welcome this morning.
Thanks, Jerry.
After a great night of softball and meetings.
It was. Two really good stuff going on.
Yeah, so you're really excited this time of year.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite times of year. I love the sport. And I didn't even play last night. I just coached first base and had fun. I ended up heckling our own players most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why they keep me around because, there was a pitch that came in and it was obviously a ball, but I might have yelled, "Look good from here." I would have called that a strike. So not really heckling the umpire as much as our own player. And I got a dirty look from, I think it was Leighton at that moment when I did that, but that's all right. I blamed it on the little kid that was standing by me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you could do that for them.
Me too. Me too.
You have such a gift of encouragement.
Yes. The shirts were great. We have
Oh yeah, they were
the best shirt of any. In fact, I had people afterwards, "Hey, can I order one of those?"
Oh, from our church?
Yeah.
I thought we already did that. I mean, we did because I bought one.
Yeah, we did. And there's people on too. They saw how cool they are and they want them now.
Yeah.
For their families.
I honestly, I wasn't excited about the neon yellow, but I needed another early morning shirt for running and walking and so forth. And
it works.
So that was why I ordered it.
It definitely stands out.
It is. Yeah, it's bright.
I told them we could test it by just turning the lights off at the field and see if it still glowed.
Yeah, there were a lot of comments going around about that.
They're really good.
So, anyways, fun night. Really kind of, I guess, sets us up for the start of this semester. I mean, It's just rapid fire right here over the next few weeks, and always fun to kind of get going. I think mentally, emotionally, or whatever, it does make me kind of go ahead of where we are in terms of the school semester.
Right.
But some of that is our teachers are already going back.
Yep.
A lot of the extracurricular activities that our students are involved in have already kicked off. Yep. And so even though classes haven't started, school has started.
But they're already having volleyball games.
Yeah, volleyball.
That's what's so crazy about it.
Band stuff and everything else. So it's a fun time of year, busy time of year.
Yeah.
And we had fun talking this morning about, turning the corner and kind of trying to imagine what this semester looks like for our different ministry areas. Right. I can't imagine from your area what this will be like, but I can't wait for that first Wednesday night. That's for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
We're doing a series in the youth called Signs, and I'm trying to figure out a way to transform the room to be signs.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and not the movie.
I had an intern whose dad made signs for the highway departments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so her classroom had a lot of without stealing signs
right.
from the roadsides,
right?
But had the signs in that they would use.
That's a good idea.
Anyway, so
I'm not going to
I hope I didn't
signs.
give you any ideas.
I'm not going to steal signs.
Okay, and we're encouraging.
But I did think about it.
We don't want your help, our audience. We don't need your help.
No.
For stealing signs.
No.
And getting Teak in trouble.
But that's a good idea because we do have friends in the highway department.
Oh, yeah?
So it might be worth talking to them.
Oh, true.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a bicentennial sign.
Really?
Yeah. I worked for the highway department one summer.
Did you really?
Yes. And so I guess it was the summer of 1977.
Right.
Yeah. So they had taken all these down, and several of us grabbed one.
That's cool.
Anyways, yeah, there's that.
And it was legal. Good.
Yeah. I suppose it was legal. I really don't know.
Statute of limitations is passed anyway.
I'm sure. Well, we're off and running. Sunday was a good day to. I guess it's sort of a transitional Sunday. I talk a lot about transitions, but a lot of folks getting their last chance to get out of town before the school schedule started, and so we had some of that. But other than that, it was a really good day.
Because that's their week to do that. Because next week we say save the date for this coming Sunday. We want people there this coming Sunday. Yeah. So that's their last chance to get out of town.
Yeah. So speaking of that, the next Sunday is Educator Sunday. Our theme is going to be champion, and
I like it.
It's a really a long story of how we got there, longer than what our podcasts normally are. So I won't. It's sort of Lisa Aker length. So I don't want to go into that, except to say it developed later in the year than normal, and it was so interesting how it turned out that from the Google searches and some other sources that I used to an actual TED Talk that a lady does, and that one of our teachers had heard, Stephanie Sanders.
Oh, cool.
And so...
also the inspiration for the softball shirts.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, Stephanie was.
Okay, Stephanie, that's too much for you.
Every year people ask me, what color is it, what color is it, what color?
Oh,
and
no.
I hate that question because I'm not an artist person. So Stephanie said, maybe last semester, said, hey, what color is the softball shirts? I said, what color do you want them to be? She said, neon yellow. I said, that's the color they are.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
The inner workings.
I got to hijack the system there. But anyway, so it's going to be, I've kind of reworked some things. Yesterday we were talking about in a staff meeting, but the series, it's actually going to kick off a series. I've not done it this way before. Mm-hmm. We've always kind of let that be that standalone Sunday and a message specifically for that, right. At best, because the other thing is we're kind of, we'll have Labor Day here as a break
right.
in a few weeks. But but with this one, I wanted to go ahead and use that as the launching pad to or springboard into a theme. And so we're going to use champion throughout there, and it's going to be really the relationship and advice that Paul shares with Timothy, because Paul championed
right.
Timothy.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's where we're going with that.
I like the idea of that word can be used in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Not just champion, but like how you champion
I
a
did
person.
notice that we did have championship right
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Right. Did I do that right?
Yeah, well done. No, but I like that. I like the way you play with that word.
Yeah, so I think it's going to have a lot of good possibilities for us for coming into this semester. We're rolling out a few new things. I had shared back in the spring that I wouldn't be talking about sabbatical from the stage until, I think I said after Labor Day, but probably in my heart I meant till after school started.
Spring, yeah. I mean fall, yeah.
Yeah,
Works.
I exaggerated a bit maybe.
Yeah,
it's been hard to hold off.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, but we're introducing a few subtle changes along the way this semester as we get started into our different series and our worship and different things like that. So looking forward to seeing the impact of some of that in terms of just the enthusiasm it brings. Just some change for the start of the school year.
Yeah, I think one of the things you instilled in me while we're at Crosspoint was you wanted every semester to start with something new. Something had to look different, be different, so that there was this excitement that built towards when you walk in, you're like, what's going to be different? And a lot of times we use that with how we decorate for our theme or whatever. But I like that mentality that the students never know when they arrive what's going to be different or what could. And sometimes it's just moving furniture around. Sometimes we literally use furniture to create a visual that works with what we're wanting to do.
Yeah, your environment can set up what you want to say.
Right.
I didn't remember really starting it as early as Crosspoint. I know once I got into retail business and the coffee shop, you would notice that people get real fixed toward a certain environment, and so they will notice when there's change.
Yeah.
It's more stimulating, and
that's how you got me to help paint at Crosspoint.
Oh, is that
by
right?
saying that, yeah, because I hate painting.
Oh my
with
goodness!
A passion.
How about that?
And you got me to do it by saying that's what you like to do. I was like, go around, let's go painting, please.
Plus, painting is good bonding time.
No, I hate
that.
I see what you did there.
That must have
paint bonds to something well done.
No, it wasn't the intent. That's probably how you and I bonded. T.
No, we ate hot dogs at Wiener Schnitzel.
Man,
that's how we bonded.
Let's go. Right
I'm
now.
all for it.
I could do it. Anyways, man, that was off course.
Peek into the inside of our relationship.
I forget what we were talking about.
We were talking about Educator Sunday.
Yeah, Educator Sunday. We want to recognize those who are involved in the education system and in our church. And then it is a reminder, too, also for our church to pray for our students and the schools for the semester. It's an important time for us to really kind of highlight that in our prayer life and our rhythm here. So we do that as well. Then the following Sunday, we'll kind of start rolling towards getting our semester started for Bible study and for Wednesday nights.
Right, for our lunch Sunday. We use that phrase when we transition all our kids to their next class, whatever that is. The big transition is from 5th grade, 6th grade, from children to youth. And it's an exciting time as the new ones come up, and our youth have really grabbed onto that and helping them feel welcome on that first Sunday, because it can be intimidating. You're going to New Deal. But I think ours do a good job of connecting with them and like bringing them in.
Yeah.
And sometimes it becomes there might be sometimes youth are a little much, and so a kid might try to be by themselves, and that doesn't last very long because we've got some of the older ones that will pick up the chair and move them over by them and say, or they'll surround them. They're not going to let them be a loner, and so that's nice. I enjoy that.
Yeah, and our leadership, I think, has picked up on that as well, so that they're not just guarding the doors or the wall.
Right, exactly.
Which youth leaders can tend to do.
Yes. So that's the 21st is our launch Sunday, and
then we'll be off and running.
Yeah,
for things.
Because right after that, we're going to Playfair Park and to eat lunch after worship that day, and really get the students time to bond and to interact. So.
Well, and as far as we've talked a lot about the things that we have done going forward. Just for a second, I think we said this last week, or I did, that I've enjoyed the Gospel of Luke as much, particularly for our summer study, maybe more than any that I've done. Could be because I had a sabbatical in May.
You like Luke. I liked when you did Mark, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have.
Maybe it's just the Gospels.
Yeah, to each his own. It's good story, good way, a good good teaching to life, and I think sets us up well for the things that we have ahead of us for this semester.
Yeah.
This is for those of you who aren't paying attention. This is the fall of 2022.
Right.
And I had said in leadership meetings, and leadership Zoom meetings during COVID, that we would not know where the church stood until the fall of 2022.
Right.
And so that's kind of where we are. And I don't think that it's progressed or developed in the way that we expected. There still continues to be those interruptions with COVID in the world, with a break in people's patterns.
Right.
But at the same time, it's where we are, and I think we're learning to manage as it is, and so it does bring a level of excitement. And I'm hoping that, I've talked a couple of times about how, the stadiums are full, the concert halls are full.
Yep.
So it's time for the church to be full again, and so I hope that we can work toward that and pray toward that and be ready for that.
Yeah, I'm just going to agree with it, because that's something we talk about a lot, that COVID can't be your excuse anymore.
Right.
I mean, it's not a valid excuse anymore. We still want to be safe, and we still want to protect ourselves and others, but when you're going to all that other stuff, you can't use COVID as an excuse to not be in church.
Right. So hopefully we'll get this thing going, and we'll be off and run into a great semester. We'll be doing a couple more series this fall, one on the Sermon on the Mount, and then also some lessons on gifts and how God uniquely gifts us to serve in this community of faith, as well as in our community. And so I'm looking forward to that one. Kind of got that idea from my visits to other churches during my sabbatical, and so I'm looking forward to that one. And it's going to be, I've got my area mapped out as well, so we're good for now for a while. So I'm excited about it.
We're turning a corner.
We are turning a corner.
Cooler temperatures.
Yeah, we're down into double digits already.
Yeah, so nice.
That's crazy. Well, we thank you for tuning in with us as we kind of talk about things and go from bridge from one Sunday to the next. But we hope that you'll be involved with us this semester with all the things that we're doing. And most importantly, we look forward to being a part of your worship, hopefully live with us or online. We're still online on a weekly basis. So we look forward to seeing you.
See you then.